Okay friends, so in this tutorial we are just going to start out with data binding. So just going into the editor, you can see that I have already cleared out everything from here except for this is property. So the is property is actually supposed to be there if you want your element to work, and you can see that right now the my element is working. If I just rename it to my elements and just refresh the browser, you can see that it's no longer working. So you have to just make sure that is property is always set in case of Polymer, and that too in the script area. Okay, so now just moving on for data binding, one of the most important things in data binding to keep in mind is that you have to have an object kind of with a name of properties. So I'll just write here properties, and okay, so the next thing to keep in mind is that you have to name your object something and give it a value and a type. And so I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay, I'll give it a kind of type of string, because everything in Polymer would be actually string, and then I'll give it a type of value of, okay, I'll give it a value, just put in any random value, just do it. Okay, so now, and I'll add the tags out here, the curly braces which are actually required for this thing to work. Okay, so what this code actually does is that when Polymer loads, it goes into a properties object which contains the data about all the different object properties, and once it finds foo, it then replaces the value out here with the tag out here. So if you just go into the editor, this should work, at least in Polymer 0.5 it did work. And so let's see what happens. Okay, so we see out here that instead of replacing the value of just do it with curly braces and a foo, it is actually Polymer has gone ahead and spitted out just the directly foo. So there's one more thing to keep in mind which I'll tell you in the next tutorial.